So this is the car setup for Daily Race B. Take screenshots, however you want to do it, but this is my setup. I'm on controller, so I'm not too sure if on the wheel you'll be able to get away with something a little bit different, but this is how I've got it set up. So yeah, this is the Toyota Corolla. So this is for Daily Race B, Deforest Raceway, in the sport mode for GT7. This race is being dominated by the VGT hybrid, the L500R, which is a Peugeot. But rather than go for the R34, which I think it costs 450,000, I've gone for the Celica, which you can get out of the used car sales room. So get really good traction off the line there, up into 12th though, so haven't really gained anything. Braking quite low, I just want to go on the outside. Unfortunately, just still get shunted down to 14th temporarily there. And we've got this huge group of cars in front, a couple of Celicas, a couple of Nissans in there. But yeah, just trying to find the braking points. I just want to concentrate on my race. They're fighting in front, so this R32 is being pushed out. Someone's got a penalty up front, and I just want to keep the inside lane. And as I said, just find my racing line, find my braking points, and let people in front make mistakes. The car in front brakes really early there. A little bit surprised by that. This L500R going very slowly. It soon won't do. It will just go barreling past, and we've had someone quit out already. Just keeping an eye on the radar. So here comes that L500. It's going over to the left. I don't really want to block it too much. There's no point fighting that. Get the slipstream up to 10th. Brake a little bit earlier than I would, just because I'm going in so narrow. Just clip the apex very nicely there. Use all the track there, and we're up into 8th. So coming up to the end of the first lap. So yeah, made some progress up the field. Not the greatest start, but I'm quite happy where I am at the moment. Just thinking what to do with this first corner. Feeling I'm far too far away to go for any dive bombs. So unfortunately that doesn't go for the R32. So yep, dive bombs across me, and I get punted in the back by I don't think it was the car in front. I think it was someone behind. But yeah, the L500 has got a 4-second penalty. Not too sure what it's done back there. It didn't have that at the hairpin, so I can only assume it just punted someone off. But just keeping the inside line here, just so I can get on the power nice and early going into this section down here. Looking for the braking point, which is kind of like on the apex of that corner there. Just keep it nice and tight through here. So yeah, I lost the position so far. Do want to try and get as far up the field as I can. Not really a lot I can do on this straight, unfortunately. This car is quite good. It does seem to be a little bit faster than those Nissans, but we go through the ghosted Peugeot VGT, and unfortunately I just outbraked myself. So late apex there, run wide, use as much of the runoff as I can. Don't get any penalties for going through there, so by all means use it. But we've got the two cars in front that's taking each other off, so yeah, I'll have those two positions, and we're up to 6th, going into the third lap. So at this point, 3.2 seconds behind the car in front, just trying to see if they could be potentially fighting each other. Doesn't look like they are, so just going to try and hold on to 6th. there wasn't anything I could do with that L500 going past on the straight. Unfortunately, I outbraked myself on that hairpin, and I think the car ahead just completely either locked up or doesn't have traction control on. But smoke pouring out the tyres and the car in front. But coming up onto the home straight, going on to the last lap now. Looks like it's going to be 7th. The L500 are ghosts there for some reason, not too sure why, but take this first corner quite nicely. So still on its tail. I believe that the L500 loses its hybrid power by the 4th lap. So I'm thinking that as long as I keep quite close to it, I should have a chance at least going into that last hairpin. So having these few corners taken quite nicely. Apart from this one, I think I just braked too much on that one, so lose quite a bit of time. So now I've got the R32 behind me that's quite close now. Really did mess that corner up. It's gone for the overtake. Unfortunately, from that corner, I was just completely out of speed, and there wasn't really much I could do about that one. Just trying to stay in the slipstream, hoping that I can stay close enough to do something here. Unfortunately, just don't have it on the brakes. But the car goes wide. The R32, I just go up on its inside. And now it's just a drag race down. I'm trying to give it as much room as I can. I don't want any silly penalties at this stage. And then back onto the home straight. So yeah, started 12th. There's only 12 cars now in the race, just because there've been so many people who quit out. But yeah, up to 7th. Not too bad, considering that what's that? 4 of the cars in front of the L500s. Got an R34 up there in front of me as well. So yeah, got the Jensen Button helmet and overalls on. So yeah, we'll get a clean race in that one. So it's always worth trying to get a clean race for your sportsmanship rating, and you get 50% bonus on the credits as well. So going into the second race, this is in the Scirocco R. Again, take a screenshot, pause the video. This is my setup. There was hardly anything I did to this car. It was a car I think you get for one of the license tests as a reward. So I think this must have been, yeah, on the 5th. So this was the day after the game came out. So I just decided to give it a go. As you can see, fortunately, there's no L500Rs. No one sussed that out at this point. So there's a nice mix of different cars in 12th. So yeah, with this car, I just made it so it was on the limit of the horsepower. Didn't really put too much attention into anything else at this stage. So just try and take the inside line here. A little bit of contact there, but we are ahead. So that's one place up at least from the start. Braking a little bit earlier down. I was just a bit concerned about going into the back of someone. Really don't want to get a penalty like this on the first lap. So yeah, just getting cut across by this, and that's the GTA. We've got a couple of, someone seems to have already left the lobby, unfortunately, but so it's down to 15 cars now. But braking on the point on that apex, and we've got the Belgium up ahead with a penalty there. Seems to be a rammer. So I'm just making a sort of a mental note of that. It is worth having sort of the usernames above the car, so you know who's who, so you can just have a bit of a mental note as to who's likely to do what. So So yeah, just slightly outbrake myself. That Scirocco goes dive bombing down. Not too sure what it was trying to do. Did see that. Didn't really see that coming at all. That dive bomb, but there we go. Up to 9th. So yeah, up 3 places in the first lap. Not too bad, considering I've done hardly any tuning to this car as well, and I don't think it was. I think at the time it wasn't a bad option, but I think as soon as people start realising about the R34 and the L500, I think this car is a bit. It's not. You won't have a good race in it. I have to use the sleek now. But we're just trying to stay at the back of this group of cars. We've got that Belgian there that's liable to try and sideswipe someone. We've got, I think that might be an RX-7 in front with a penalty, so pretty sure I'm going to be overtaking that one. Again, that Belgian, yep, ramming people into barriers, gets away with it completely. I go for a mad lunge down there, and that Belgian does get a 3-second penalty in the end. I suppose well deserved penalty. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get past the RX-7 and this Belgian, and we'll hit someone else back there as well that had a penalty. So up to 6th now in the Scirocco. So yeah, not bad at all. Got someone on the inside. We're going to have to give him space. Got someone behind that yielded, which was nice to let me back on. But I just lost control. Don't know. Got out to the last corner. We're in touching distance of 5th is up there, but starting 12th, we're in 7th. 7th seems to be the position I tend to finish these races, or this race at least. So at the moment, not too bad. Quite happy. Looks like the field has spread out a little bit, sort of 1.1 seconds behind, and 3 tenths up on the car behind. So a bit concerned on the back straight that I'm going to just be caught out in the slipstream. So do just try and want to catch up with those 2 in front as best I can. Really use the track limits there. The only problem with that is that it puts the momentum of the car, sort of have to swing the car around quite a lot. But yeah, braking into this, it's not really a hairpin, 90-degree turn, and keep it in 3rd. And yeah, we managed to get the times down to 2 seconds behind and a second in front now. So I am gaining on the ones ahead, and I'm pulling away from the one behind. So yeah, good positive position to be in. But just braking for this hairpin, outbrake myself slightly, go onto the rumble strips, which doesn't help with the braking, and then just lose a bit of time there. Into the last lap now. I was hoping that the Swedish person was going to dive bomb that Spaniard and take them both out, but it doesn't happen. It does back out at the last second. So yeah, just trying to put the best lap in as I can, just to be at least with touching distance. Hopefully one of the 2 will make a mistake, or they'll just be so fighting each other so hard that they hopefully will slow each other down, and hopefully won't notice me. But I think the gap is just too big at this moment. So it's the last lap, coming up to the hairpin for the last time. I'm a little bit concerned that it's the Belgian that's behind me. It's the second behind, but I'm not too sure if that's going to stop it. But brake, just go on the outside. Really concerned that it's just going to dive bomb completely down there, but it doesn't. We've got it looks like it's fourth that had fallen back a little bit. So unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a seventh. Not too bad starting at 12th, but considering that 5th was in reach, a little bit disappointed on that front. But yeah, started 12th, finished 7th. So yeah, still got the default helmet and overalls, but yeah, 5 positions gained. Can't really complain. Clean race. Yeah, and got the 50% bonus on the reward as well. So yeah, nice couple of races, and thanks for watching.